G'day everyone and welcome. We are having a squiz today at Mirthwood. Mirthwood has been released into early access and I've been playing it and I've been absolutely and utterly loving it. You can see here that I've sort of cleaned up the inside of my house. I need to get that linen, which we need to store away, and I've also cleaned up the outside of my house and been doing a lot of crafting and stuff like that. Over here I've got a furnace and I've got an anvil. I've got a workbench over here and I've got a tanning rack there, and on the inside I'm just setting up for making alcohols and stuff, because what I need to do is I'm going to sell off alcohols and stuff to make a profit and to make some money and stuff. So we've got some light leather armor there as well, which I didn't realize. I've got some armor that I found in I think I found it in a chest, I reckon. That gives you 3 and that gives you 5. So we've got 5 protection there. But we can sell this off for $100, which is really, really cool. Mirthwood's, it's described as a cozy game. It is a cozy game. For those of you who don't understand what a cozy game is, it's kind of if you have a look at Stardew Valley or something like that, so a game in that similar sort of frame, that's a cozy game. But this one's a little bit darker and it has some really cool little features and stuff as well, which I like. Quite a bit of combat. It's quite dark, so let's throw that in there as well. I do have this old forest painting that I found as well, which I might use to hang in my thing. We have some flaxseed there, which I don't know what we're going to use the flaxseed for. I thought we're using the flaxseed for inside our house, actually. We'll go and have an explore in a minute, but I just wanted to kind of, I think we're using the flaxseed here. So we'll get that going, and then we'll put, I did grow that flax. No, that's a preserves. It's over here that I've got to throw my flaxseed. There we go. I've got a couple of copper bars there as well, and some elderberry. So what have we got here? Well, we've got ourselves a preserves cask, so we can make elderberry jam when we have enough. Pearl jam. There you go. Fermented grapes. If we, I do have some grapes that I've grown as well. Over here we have a cask where we can make aged wine and stuff, and aged ale. Once we make sort of any ales or anything like that, we can throw them, or wines, we can throw them in here. Over here we've got we can do some red wine, which we need fermented grapes for. Some mead, apple cider. Mead is good, sells for a good price. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sort of set myself up to do that. I'm just going to whiz over to here, and I'm going to throw that iron bar, that copper bar in there. I still didn't do that painting, did I? We've got some chamomile tea there. You've got down on the left hand side here, you've got the time of day. You've got your food levels, your energy level, and your health there as well, which is really, really cool. We're going to sell some of this stuff off, but what I'm trying to do at the moment is make enough money to continue buying more crops, and I'll show you the crops in a minute. What do we got over here? Crude bows we can that we can craft. We've got bucket helmets, which are only worth 5 gold. Light armor, we could probably craft another one of those, I think. We've got a bandit's brigandine over here, which gives you 6 armor, which is actually really, really cool. And a copper cuirass over there, which sells for $200. So we're going to need more leather straps for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the leather out, and I'm going to get some leather straps happening over here. So we'll throw those in there, and we'll get the leather straps happening, and then we can make that the cuirass then, and make a bit of a profit out of that, and we can buy some more seeds. All right, so if we run over here, this is our cooking station here. This is my garden over here, and I've got some stuff up here, some grapes and stuff, and some berries growing up there. I've got a bit of a storage in here with my seeds. So we've got pea seeds, and as you can see, these you can't plant until spring, and these you can't plant until fall. So it's a matter of working out what you need. These are my peas. There we go. We've leveled up in farming, and they're my peas. Those plants are there, and the beauty about peas is that they continue to grow. So what do we got? There. I'm wondering whether I don't think we got any seed for that, so we'll go over here and we'll throw our peas in here, and then we can make meals out of these peas and stuff. But I need to grow some onions. I need to grow some onions to make some I think we do have wheat, but we don't have cow milk, which I want to buy a cow. Carrot and cabbage, onion and peas makes a spring soup, which is relatively nice. If I can get some sage, I've got a potato, so we can make a potato herb soup as well. There's also roach stew in here. You do unlock recipes as you go, so you find recipes and crafting recipes and all that type of stuff as you go through the game to unlock all of that stuff. So let's have a look. The food, in my opinion, goes down a little bit too quick and doesn't really fill enough. Like this cooked rabbit will only fill 10 on our bar. If you have a look at our bar down there, it doesn't even fill us up. We're having an entire cooked rabbit meal, and it doesn't fill us up. So, which I think is a little bit silly, to be honest. What else have we got here? What we're going to do, we've got some more linen in here. We won't collect that until the other one's out as well. And which one was our fermenting barrel? That's our preserves for making jams and stuff. And this one's our cask. Where was our ferment? I wanted to ferment some stuff. Let's have a look in the... We'll have a look in the craft bench over here. We've nearly got both of those done. In the craft bench over here, we've got a workbench, a keg, a cask, a press is for fruits and stuff. Producing cheese, fermented fruits, so we need that. So we need one more iron bar, which I do think we have an iron bar sitting here. We happen to have one iron bar, which is really, really cool. So if we make ourselves a press, let's head over here and let's place our press in here somewhere. So we'll go into our inventory. We'll go to, where's our workbenches. Let's place our press in here. And the other thing that I want to do as well, is I want to just hang this painting up as well. So I am working on getting my house sorted out. I've got a crappy bed at the moment. So that press we should be able to... No, it's going to do cow cheese, goat cheese, and apple sauce. That doesn't help us at all, does it? Definitely need to get some animals. Right, over here, we'll grab this, we'll collect that. We're going to go to sleep in a minute. And here we will make ourselves a copper cuirass to sell off tomorrow. And if we get 2 more leather straps, we can make ourselves some more leather stuff as well. So you get your leather by going out and hunting and stuff like that. So let's just sleep for the night, shall we? Sleep for the entire night, and you'll see our little wheel going around there as we sleep through the night. And that'll bring this should bring our energy all the way up to the top, almost all the way up to the top. So let's throw that in there, like that, and need to get some more elderberries. I don't know how many elderberries we've got in here. It kind of does craft from storage, but not globally. So if the storage isn't close enough to there, it won't draw resources from that, which sucks a little bit. Let's throw that in here, and I might make a little bit more, some more leather straps, but we're going to go into town anyway. Let's make another 2 of those, and we'll go in and we'll sell some stuff off, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys around a little bit. So, okay. So first thing I'll show you is the map. This is the map. We've got Bleakwood, Mirthwood Marsh, which is where we grab all of our there's a lot of iron there. You can find iron scattered around here, but there's a lot of iron around there. We've got Blue Meadows, which is where we live. We've got the Old Forest, and we've got Glass Slip foothills here. I haven't completely explored around the Old Forest for a very long time, so I've explored it a little bit, but not too much. So as I said, there is combat and everything in here, as well as but you don't necessarily have to. Well, you're kind of forced when you're out gathering resources. You're kind of forced into doing combat, but you certainly don't have to go out and seek it yourself. So there's some honey. We're going to need as much honey as we possibly can to make our teas, and to also make our mead, our honey mead as well. Let's grab that while we're here. There's some mushies over here. The inventory is semi okay. You can only hold a certain amount of items. As you can see, I've got 8 slots for this stuff, 8 slots for tools, and I've got 8 slots for any of our resources here. 8 slots for this, and this is a bit of a problem, because it doesn't take long when you're out to actually fill that up. I think there should be. Oh, there's some more stuff in there. Fancy that. We've got to try and build up relationships with everybody. This is where we buy our seeds, and we can buy animals here as well. But you can see it's going to cost us 3,000 to buy ourselves a bull. 2,500 to buy a cow. I would really like to buy a cow. We've got a horse in there, which you can ride, obviously. We've got pigs, leghorn chickens, and roosters. So maybe we'll look at going chickens at some point. But we don't have enough money at the moment. But what I want to do, I want to sell some of this stuff off. So let's sell him off. Let's sell him off. And I don't think there was anything else, was there? Everything else we kind of want to keep hold of. These fabled feathers, it says a mysterious feather valuable to some merchants. Now, every now and again I get a notification that a merchant's coming in. The issue with that is that I can never find them. Pea seeds in spring. So it's currently summer. We're looking for stuff that we can... Strawberry seeds. I've put strawberry seeds in. Turnip seeds. Wheat seeds can go in winter. That's a barn drawing. So we could buy that and learn to do a barn. This is a coop drawing. We could buy that and learn to do a coop. A mill drawing. So I don't think there's really anything else that any other seeds that we can actually do during summer. So there you go. So that's not going to help. What we might do though is we might let's talk. Let's have just a general chat. Now what you can do is you can click on their portrait down here, And you can get a little bit of an idea on what status your friendship is at, which is really cool. Improve your relationship to learn more, so you learn. So she's finishing a really good book, so that gives us once these fill out, it gives us an idea on exactly what we want to, exactly how we want to engage in conversation with them. So let's say, for example, we talk to her. Let's do influence. No, let's do chat, and let's do intellectual chat because she's reading a book. Nope, she doesn't like it. So we lost relationship there, which is strange because I thought that we probably would maybe talk about leisure. Our charisma level has reached level 1. She's talking about drinking at the tavern now. Let's just go small talk for a little bit. Nope, she didn't like that either. So we lost a bit of hope there as well. So we're still at a. These are some of the things that really annoy me about cozy games. Is I'm never very good at having proper conversations with them. So, all right. Anyway, there we go. There is a big town which is down here. You can buy and sell products there. There's a blacksmith there as well, where you can actually buy ores and things like that. You can buy them at a relatively reasonable price. Holding down the tab gives us this. Which means that we can actually pull out our bow now. Using a bow is quite unique in this game, in the sense of it's really hard to actually. I don't know whether it's the hitboxes or what it actually is, but it's kind of very difficult sometimes to hit, and you'll see the arrow go behind an animal or in front of an animal or something like that, or almost through. So, but let's have a little bit more of a squiz around here, which is the old forest. Now the old forest is relatively dangerous. I have come across some bad bandits in here, but what we want to do is I want to go into this cave. I really want to go into this cave. There are caves and stuff around. Can't get the butter because our food is full. So let's maybe eat a baked apple or two, and we can probably pick up that butter, which we'll probably use in cooking at some point there. Right, so yeah, I do want to go into that cave. There's usually cave lurkers in there. They're not too bad. You can get some good ores in caves. You can kite. We need to go up here, and we need to get our sword out so that we can take those guys out. Melee level 1 reached, and I've been playing this for quite a considerable amount of time, guys, as well, so let's just keep that in mind. I wonder whether we can we're going to need that. Our pickaxe isn't strong enough because we've only got a copper pickaxe, so, but that's okay. Let's grab our sword out. We'll get those guys. Combat's a little bit, also a little bit iffy in this. It definitely needs tidying up. Hitboxes need tidying up and all that stuff as well, but look, there's some copper ore in here which we can get. And sometimes you can find some pretty good things. There's another one of those feathers, which is all good and fine, but if I could find where to use them. Green tunic, health elixir, aloe leaf, and there's some cow cheese there as well. Some foods help you heal. Which is really good. Other foods don't. Other foods might increase your stamina and stuff, but I don't find that There we go. Hopefully we can go down here a little bit. Nope, that's it. That's the cave. There was one piece of ore, but I don't know what that ore is there. So that's going to be interesting to find out. And we'll go in and we'll grab that again now, and we'll continue to explore. So, for example, in regards to the food, you can see down in the description there, it gives you 10 food, 5 energy, and you can sell it for 17. This one gives you potato herb soup, gives you 12 food, 10 energy. Honey gives you 2 healing, which is stuff all. 15 food there for the cooked venison. And 7 healing for the chamomile tea. So not as much as I'd like. It is rather difficult to heal sometimes. Let's have a squiz in there. There are some things that you'll be stealing if you take, and there's some things that you're allowed to take. There's some elderberries there. Oh, bugger. We really need those because we really need to make some drinks. So I might have those as a snack because I really want those elderberries. This guy here, he creates artwork. So every now and again he'll come down and there'll be a piece of artwork. And you know that bit of artwork that we hung on our wall? I got that from there. Could probably even sell that stuff as well. So let's keep having a squiz around here and a little bit of an explore. Be nice. Here comes a bandit, and this is I'm trying to skill up my I'm trying to actually skill up my my bow. You can see there that I'm not actually hitting him. And that's what I mean about the hit boxes and stuff. The bow's just so unusual. Like aiming is really crazy. Okay, so I'm kiting these guys because I'm trying to skill up my my bow. So as opposed to my melee, you know what I'm talking about. So you can see some of these just go straight through him. There we go. Lovely. Thankfully, your rusty copper greaves, tattered brigandine. Thankfully, your arrows and stuff are unlimited. So what's that give you? 3. And we've got 5, so we can sell those off easily enough. This looks like it's his camp. He was camped here, but I can't find anything worth doing there. Now, this has a morality system as well. You can see here it has a morality system. I'm neutral at the moment. If you do something wrong like steal or anything like that, even if somebody doesn't see you, your morality goes down. As you achieve things, your renown goes up, your renown in town and all that type of stuff. You can go here and you can donate. You can donate at these altars and it'll actually increase your renown. So there's really no point in us killing any animals because... Oh, we're back at this winery here. There's a quest here for in the wolves' den. So let me just say as well, we do have quests sitting here, completed quests and other quests. As you complete quests, you get renown, like in any kind of sort of RPG kind of game. We've got Shadow in the Night, someone or something lurking around the outskirts under the cloak of darkness, then disappearance of Marcus the town guard. So there's something that we have to search for clues. The one we just picked up was, to any passerby with a modicum of bravery, we find ourselves in need of a capable sword. Our fine winery has been beset by wolves, a devilish pack who make their home in an eastbound cave. If you find, yes, So what we can do now is we can actually set this as our active quest. If we have a look at the map, we know that the cave's over here somewhere, so why not? Let's go. Is there somebody at the winery that can buy something? I wouldn't mind selling stuff. Hello, Emma. Wait, who are you? Are you the one that's been tampering with my wine? What about your wine? It's simply much too tart forward. Someone has clearly been sabotaging our grapes or barrels. Let's see. It wasn't me, but I'll investigate. Is this you? Some have a time limit as well. Let's just we're done talking there for a moment. Let's go into here and speak to this guy. There's something to read there. There's notes all over the place. Just remember that I left my coin purse out by the ruined walls west of the manor, just beyond the road. There we go. Let's greet him just to start building up a relationship with him. And you can see here we can steal stuff, which we obviously don't want to. Another day, another watch. It'd be really, really nice to actually find somebody who's a who can give us who we can sell some stuff to. But it doesn't look like we can, so nothing in there to collect. I can hear bees. There we go, right there. We want to collect more honey. So there's at least one mead. Now at any particular time you can save the game as well. So now there is a wolf den up here somewhere. There's also a big bear over there. It's probably going to be in. Now they do say it's going to be in our way. They do say that what's that? That's mint. Okay. That there's no shame in running away in this. Sometimes you do need to run away from combat because some things are just far too difficult to attack. So we're looking for a cave here, but we don't want to run into that bloody bear who's up here somewhere. There he is. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. All right, thankfully we managed to get away there. So where's this? Oh, jeez, there's another bear. I wonder how hard they are to kill. Let's have a go at killing him with our bow. Oh yeah, that's going to take a very, very, very long time. And we've got a thief there as well, which isn't going to help the situation. Now, I don't think these guys are rubber banded to their locations. Which again doesn't help either. I found if you run up and down, that's the best way. Oh look, this might be alright. We might be really, really lucky here. I've never had something get caught on well, that guy before got caught on a rock, but I think killing off this bear is probably going to make us a bit of experience, isn't it? It's going to be a lot of where we are so lucky. This would have taken forever. Got his health down over half now. There we go. And I'll show you the skills menu and stuff in a sec as well. I wonder whether we'll get a skill up for you only get experience when you kill stuff with your bow. Not every time you hit something. You don't get any experience when you hit something, but when you kill something, you actually do get experience. So there we go. We do need to go home and water our plants as well. Okay, bear pelt, animal fat, and there is a salmon there. So what I might do is I might eat something. We'll eat both of those because I do want to grab that salmon. All right. So our skill ups, if we go into our skills menu, as you can see at the moment, I've unlocked new skill cards, cultivator and rich soil. Beautiful. So you basically unlock cards. I don't know how to unlock these. I'm guessing that I unlock them as I go through extra levels. But these are our levels, and every time you level up, they give you extra stuff. So for trade, for example, trades, extra wood chance, extra ore chance, item craft requirements, and minus 5% and all that type of stuff. So you can see everything there. Archery, next time it's plus 2.5 draw speed, but then you go through, and when you get to level 3 in them, you actually unlock these cards. Now these cards, and as I said, these ones aren't locked at the moment. These cards will allow you to actually put something in there that gives you a buff. So for example, increased health if you've got heart healthy in there. Now you can change these, I believe, once a day. So if you're going out excavating for a day and harvesting ore, put the excavator in. If you're going out chopping trees, put the lumberjack in. If you're going to sell stuff, put artisan in, you know. Cultivator, slight chance to harvest extra crops would be really, really, really cool. Chance to harvest extra gems. I reckon they were gems that were in the cave there. I've also got a social tab, which it shows the people that you've met and the type of relationship that you've got with them. As I said, I am pretty freaking useless at trying to gauge conversation with people in games like this. You can see I've met a lot of people so far. So yeah. But anyway, let's head home as soon as we grab this copper, because we need that. And we'll head home because we want to, because I forgot to, these are supposed to be fast points, fast travel points, but I have no idea how to use them. At least I believe they were supposed to be fast moving points, fast travel points, but yeah, maybe they're just plain old street signs now, basically. Right. So there'll be plenty of stuff that we could be doing. We could be still exploring and stuff. We've got a lot of energy, but I do want to get back and water my crops as well. What's this? Loot. Oh, that's baked apple. Yep. Okay. And get some mead on as well. I need to get some mead being made. It's high time for some tea. Let's just... This is the other thing that really shits me. One of the things that annoys me is finding the point there that you need to be at. Here we go. This old forest is lovely. To be able to open those things, sometimes it can be really hard to find the spot. This old forest is lovely, wouldn't you say? I've wandered past ancient oaks, crumbled ruins, and yon charming winery down the road. Yet, I confess, the woods whisper eerily as night falls. Nonetheless, please take my painting of the old trees. Any hidden spots? There's an old cave back yonder, a few spots that would make for a fine camp, and I happen upon a curious fella, calls himself Fernfoot. Sells oddities, he does, and if I found any feathers, perfectly daft if you ask me. Oh, he asked if... Okay, a few spots that would make a fine camp, and I happened upon a curious fellow, calls himself Fernfoot. Where would Fernfoot be? This old forest is lovely, yep, we'll go there. Seen anything else? I must say I came upon some floating creature. Looked like a goddess, yet I sensed some malice in her, and so I fled. By Anya's grace, I believe she spared me a glance. Apart from that, some lively deer and rabbits. Right. Did that put any marker on? Not really. So Fernfoot is somewhere in this forest. So in the old forest. So I'm gonna do a run at some point and see if I can actually find Fernfoot, so that I can start spending those feathers, because I just heard something. It was creaking. It was creaking, and it freaked me out. I can hear some bees somewhere here. Where are the bees? Can't seem to find them anywhere, but I can certainly hear them down here. As much honey as possible. I think if we could buy a blueprint for some hives and make a whole pile of beehives, then that would be absolutely awesome. You can speak to that dude there, but we're concentrating on heading home. But yeah, being able to make ourselves some beehives and collect our own honey would be absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to kill that rabbit because we don't have any space for food. So there's some chickens. There are bees there. There's no beehive there, so maybe that was what was happening before. So this is our home. We are back in our property now. We have a massive property to do massive amounts of building and growing and all that stuff as well. So what do we got in here? You can go up there and do the quick store, and it sticks stuff in. So goat cheese, cow cheese. We need cow milk, so it'd be nice to get a cow, wouldn't it? We can't do that because we don't have... We need 2 elderberries. In here, we should be able to make ourselves a mead because we've got enough honey. And if we can find I need to find an apple... I need to find a place where you can like an orchard or something where I can go down and pick apples. That is a queen bee, which we're going to need to build a hive, I'm guessing, at some point. There's a bear pelt. We might sell that bear pelt off. We were so lucky with that bear. Chamomile tea we'll put over near the fire, and we've got some other stuff to sell over here as well. Lovely. I'm just stuck down here, but this is Mirthwood, guys. I'm loving it so far. There's some things that they need to fix, you know. Let's craft ourselves some bread. There's things that they need to fix. For example, the hit boxes for storage containers and stuff like that can be an absolute pain in the butt at sometimes. They also need to probably tighten up the combat a little bit as well, but you know, other than those things, there we go. It says the traveling merchant is here again. So, but if you have a look at the map, you don't know where that traveling merchant is. So, and I don't think he's around my camp anywhere. But yeah, what we probably want to do as well is I probably want to do these. But yeah, so there's some things there that need probably a little bit of a little bit of tightening up and stuff. Let's gather those. Let's gather those. I'll get all of these. Oh, we don't have any room for food anymore. All right, that's fair enough. So yeah, there you go, guys. This is Mirthwood. Really enjoying it. As I said, worth checking out if you like this kind of game, most definitely. So give it a check out, and if you're interested, and see what you think, guys. Thank you so much for watching this first look. It's probably gone a little bit too long, but it is what it is. I will speak to you guys later. Thank you. Bye.